folks did not expect that you were going to heal. All right. It came out of left field completely when folks are seeing the new, refreshed version of you that they don't recall, being the case, right? It's to where you have got through all of your troubles. You have healed from your traumas, or at least you're working through them. So you're able to live better, right? You could be happier, less sad, less anxious, less depressed, right? I mean, you've made leaps and bounds emotionally, which are now translating or shifting how you move, right? So it's quite evident now that you have done the healing work, and the way that your life is looking is the proof. And it could be to where people remember a broken version of you that no longer exists, right? So perhaps people remember somebody who didn't have, the coping mechanisms to get through the trauma or the pain. They could remember somebody who appeared to be forlorn and down on their luck, and it was a consistent thing. It's like they thought that was just going to be your story. Perhaps people saw the magnitude of what was going on with you and figured that you would never get through that. You would never be able to heal from that because they would not be able to heal from that, or they would not be able to know how to negate these kinds of circumstances. But you do, and you did, and you enacted whatever tools, whatever positive resources, tools that you were able to use to aid you on your healing journey. And so it's coming out of left field once again, the fact that you even got through the pain and the grief and the trauma and the depression and the anxiety that could have been plaguing your life severely, right? Folks are realizing now that you are in a much better place, mentally sound, emotionally at rest, right? You're peaceful now. Maybe everything is not fully fixed. Maybe you're still going through the motions, but boy, have you made some serious changes, and it's starting to show. You're starting to look more solid. You're starting to look more happy, more vibrant, once again, more peaceful. You're okay with the progress that you have made, that you're not down and out. You're not, so wounded that you cannot get back up again. In fact, not only are you healing from whatever situation could have been plaguing you, but you are thriving as though it never happened, right? Perhaps your testimony, your work ethic, something got reinforced by the healing process, if you know what I mean. Perhaps because you've healed, it's strengthened you, and now you're able to live your best life because of it, despite the negativity that it could have been, right? So it's like you could have been going through some hardships. You could have been going through some hard times, grief, pain, once again, some serious emotional distress, and you got through it, right? It's something to where, because you got through it, it's a victory. It's an emotional, mental, spiritual victory that you kind of wear like a badge, and it's undeniable. It's right there. It's on you. It's like a wavelength, and people see that you are in a better place. You are doing better, despite what they thought would happen to you or what would happen for you. A lot of people could have succumbed or would have succumbed to the pain and the stress that you could have been faced with, but that did not happen to you. You took your pain and you took your problems and you converted them into something else, something more positive, something to look forward to, something to live for. This is you, right? Not everybody's able to do that. Some people do not have that kind of spine, mental tenacity, emotional grounding, or just the will to survive, just the will to see another day, to try to look at the bigger picture, right, of whatever it was that was going on in your life. Like, you were able to see the bigger picture. Like, I am down, I am sad, I don't feel good, this is hurting me, this is my past, this is the trauma, but I'm not gonna let it break me though. I'm gonna let it ignite me to be better, to teach, to be an advocate, to be better, to put more work and put more love into everything that I do, put more love into the people that I love. It's like you turn things around, you converted that negativity or that pain into something beautiful that people didn't think you would be able to pull off. They just are not understanding how you were able to pull off something like this, because it's quite a feat to be able to turn your grief or sadness or distress into something beautiful. Healing is not easy. Not everybody heals, right? Some people carry the weight of their pain throughout their life, and it burdens them and it stalls them from living their best life. But you did not do that. And I think that's why people are quite astounded. Like, you didn't let your pain dictate you. You didn't let it make you into somebody who had nothing to live for. You know what you have to live for. You know the potential that you've got, and you are not about to let it be wasted on, you know, sadness, despair. Like, you weren't gonna let it dictate who you can be or what you could do. You did not let it become some kind of obstacle in your life. You were, and it's not easy. Once again, healing is not something easy, right? It's very difficult to have to process the pain or process some very serious, weighty emotions and circumstances. You did that though, right? What did you have to heal from? What did you have to heal from that was very tough, but you did it? And it has people shocked that you were able to even do it in the first place. Let it be known what you healed from. It could have been multiple things, and whatever it is that you want to share, put it in the comments, all right? But I'm telling you, people are absolutely astounded that you were able to heal. They preferred maybe even the broken version of you, the version that was unevolved, unhealed, sad, melancholy, depressed, woe is me, nothing's ever going to be good. You didn't have that mindset, right? Or perhaps you shifted. Maybe you could have, but you shifted. You pulled yourself up out of that hole, and you were able to turn something negative, right, into something so wholesome that it became a part of your character. It became a part of your testimony. It became part of your story. Let it be known. Everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate all of you guys here. And let it be known if you feel like people are irked by the leaps and bounds you've made during your healing process, okay? But there's a lot of people around you that did not expect that you would have healed from this. They did not expect, they did not think that you would be able to get through it, but you did. And you're thriving and you're shining. And it could have been really tough, really hard for you. But that adds to the mystery, right, of how you were able to even do that. And the fact that you cannot be fooled or disillusioned or confused or whatever it is. You are right on the exact path that you need to be on, right? And you knew that if there was a lot of baggage holding you down, holding you back, that you had to deal with it. And it's not an easy thing to do. A lot of people would just prefer to avoid that at all costs. But you knew the cost was much higher to let it consume you, right? And so you did the right thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let it be known your thoughts in the comments. Let it be known if this resonates with you as well. And I thank you guys so much for helping the channel to grow. Thank you so much for 54,000 subscribers. That is so amazing. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video once again. Love you guys very much. And I'll see you guys soon, okay? Take care. Bye.